All right, let's talk about the contact page. Now, I'm going to try to cover different sections of different pages. I'm not going to cover every single page, meaning I'm going to try to go over things that are important. So, contact page has a specific setup. We got to go over that. Your shop section, stuff like that. I'm not going to cover every single little thing. That's pretty easy to set up. So I hope that remotely makes sense. Anyways, what we want to do is first come to the back end, and let's find pages, and we're going to find contact. And what you're going to see right here is, let me change this mode. What you're going to see right here is, this is it. You're going to see this little line of text, which we call shortcode. That's not really that important right now. And that's it. So when we come to the actual form, we're seeing all this other stuff. We got a shop ad here. We got the form, some text. However, when we look on this, we don't see anything. So what's going on? How is that happening? Okay, well, pretty easy. This is actually edited. This form right here is edited on a different section. And then this is on a sidebar and a widget. And I'm actually going to go over in another tutorial using sidebar widgets. Okay, so that's a little confusing right now, I understand that. But just try to focus on the fact that we want to take care of what's sitting right here, this form, and don't worry about this sidebar area or these ads or anything else, because again, that's the sidebar and sidebar widgets, and that's a separate tutorial within itself. So let's concentrate on the actual focus of this page, which is the form. So with that said, let's go to forms, and then we want to click forms in here. There's never going to be anything that actually go back. So this is your autoresponder. So basically, when someone sends you an email, do you want them to get an autoresponder? I'm sure you know what that is, but just in case you don't, if you go somewhere and maybe it's customer service and fill out an email, you instantly get an email sent to your inbox that says, "Thank you for contacting ESPN.com. Someone will get back to you shortly," blah, blah, blah. All that spiel. It's an autoresponder. So we don't have that set up. That's just part of the system. So if you want to do that, you could do that by clicking this and basically type your message. So the name of your thing and then your message. Someone will be da 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 da. So that's up to you. But what we want to focus on is this area here. So we've already created it for you. You obviously can come in here and change this. Okay, so I'm under forms, right here, forms, and we have the one form. And if I click edit, I get the title, so the Xcel difference. So that's this. And then your text for general questions, right? And then here's your button, submit button. See, it says submit, so you can change that if you need to. Here's my email currently for testing. Obviously, please come in here and change it to the email you want. And then that's more or less it. Autoresponder. If you've created an autoresponder, you can choose it from this list. So that first section that I showed you, if you actually created one, and then you click this, it's going to show in there. And then you can choose it. Alright, so we don't really need to mess with anything in here. Let's go back. So that's how you edit the actual information, and then we can actually manage the fields. This one's a little bit tricky, or I should say a little bit more tricky than what we just previously looked at. The fields are these areas right here, so the information that's collected. Alright, so how we manage that is by here. So you look over on the right and you'll see field name, field type, blah, 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 blah. So if you need to edit these, to change these, so this first one is a first name field, your last name field, email address. And I can delete these, I can reorder these, excuse me, change where they're positioned at, whether they're required or not. So if I uncheck it, the name's not required, as well as edit them individually. So this is a first name field, a text field. Don't worry about these things right here for text fields. Alright, so I don't see you really messing with this too much. I'm really doing this just so you see it. If it comes down the road that you need to make a major change, you're not familiar with it, you're not comfortable doing it, shoot me an email. and I can try to help you or do a new one. But aside from that, I need to make this video for you just in case. All right, so I know it's a lot to take in. So you can edit these, but you can also add new ones. So for fun, I could do test, just call it test, and then choose your field type. Is it a select box? Is it a text field? Is it a button? Is it a checkbox? Is it a text area? Text area would be, this will go away, would be this big box where, you basically leave a message, hey, you guys are awesome. That's what that is. So you can choose your thing, and then basically add it by filling out these options, add it to here. So if I did all this, field required, text field, let's do, yep. Actually, uncheck. Text field, we'll do a select box. The radio buttons, we'll do that. And we'll do it in the left, add new field. Hopefully I didn't jack it up. And why is it not showing? It doesn't matter right now. I probably forgot something. Anyways, that's how you take care of that, and you can actually create new forms. So down the road, maybe you want to have multiple forms. You can do that by, this would be a new form, so you give the name, Brian's new form, your title, hey, whatever, the email address that's being collected, right? New form, and there it is, Brian's new form, and you can come in here and edit and manage it if you need to actually do that. Let's get rid of that thing. Come back here, make sure I didn't goof anything up. I'm going to have to look into that, why when I added the field it didn't do it. I probably didn't do something right, but make sure I didn't goof anything up. That's it for contact forms.